Hello and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise, where we've been doing a Duolingo speedrun for the past couple of days. If you missed it, we were speedrunning first the placement tests for Duolingo. I did 32 of those in one day, successfully completing 30. The two that I didn't were languages I really was not expecting to do well at anyway, because they were Irish and Indonesian, and Irish I hardly know any of, and Indonesian I did I did a bit with like years and years ago, and never really got back to it, and I've forgotten most of it, so totally unsurprising, really. Come vai? Okay. E agora escolher a língua. We're gonna choose the language now. Yesterday we did Finnish, Welsh, and Vietnamese, and now we have a wide variety of options here. And one thing that I'm doing during this speedrun is that if you follow and are a $5 tier subscriber to my Patreon, the link for which you find at the bottom, you get to choose the language. Anyone who I'm trying to get up to 50 followers so I can start doing subscriptions and stuff like that. Actually, the link is at the top of the screen. I moved it. So, but at the moment, let's just get started. Let's see what our options are. We got lots of them. Well, we could continue with, let's see, Ukrainian, Irish, Polish, Swedish, Greek, Latin, Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, Korean, Japanese. Fancy starting out with one that I'm not actually already fluent in, so... Turkish, maybe. We're gonna start out with some Turkish.
Benim anneannem çok yaşlıydı.
Hold on.
Benim anneannem çok yaşlıydı.
Just testing to see, did you hear that?
Anneannem.
My grandmother was very old. Okay. I had the audio going in and out when I was looking at the stream, when I was looking and clipping up the stream for content on YouTube the other day, so I just want to make totally sure of that. Okay.
Benim doktorum çok gençti.
Let me just go into Stream Manager here. Edit stream info. There we go. Excellent. Benim doktorum çok gençti. Doctor, was very young. Gençti.
Gençti.
Fortunately, this is one of the Turkish words
Onun
I know.
tarih kitapları çok eskiydiler.
His history books were very eski, I think, is another word for old. Yeah, like Eskişehir.
Oğlum öğretmen oldu.
My son became a teacher.
Onun öğretmeni yaşlıydı.
Oldu can also mean was. It's worth noting. Onun öğretmeni yaşlıydı. Onun öğretmeni yaşlıydı.
Onun yeni arabası nerede?
Where his new There we go. I just turned that off because I had to cough for a second. See. J'ai parti de Turquie. Where is his new car?
Babamın arabası
Babamın
siyahtı.
arabası siyahtı. My father's car was black. Siyahtı.
Siyahtı.
Eski öğretmenim çok iyiydi.
My old teacher. Yes, that's right. Yaşlı means being old, like of old age. Eski means old in the sense of like my old car, my old school. It means like former. That's what it is. Sí. Sí, se escreve assim. A capital do país was very good.
Dün gece.
Last night.
6. odada yeni bir araba var. 6. odada yeni bir araba var. Odada.
6. odada yeni,
Yeni bir araba var.
There is a new car in the 6th room. One thing I'm not great at is the numbers
O
in
genç
Turkish.
polis güzeldi.
The young cop was pretty. Okay.
Ne? Güzeldi.
Portakal.
Portakal. Hariç. Doğru.
Dün daha iyiydim.
Dün daha iyiydim. Let's make it a bit harder. Okay. Onun tarih kitapları çok eskiydiler. Bu ne zaman oldu? Three days straight.
Kahveyi kim yaptı?
Who made the coffee?
Bütün gün yağmur yağdı.
It rained all day.
Yağdı.
Araba ile eve geldim.
I came home by... Oh, bollocks. Came home by car.
Okuldan sonra onu bekledim.
I waited for him after school.
Neden bana bunu aldın?
Why did you buy me this?
Dün gece çok fazla şarap içtik.
Dün gece çok fazla şarap içtik. We drank too much wine last night.
Dün akşam makarna yedim.
Dün akşam makarna yedim. I ate pasta yesterday evening.
Akşam yemeği hoşumuza gitti.
Akşam hoşumuza gitti. Enjoyed the dinner. Gözlüklerin Barış'ın annesinin çok hoşuna gitti. Barış's mother liked my glasses a lot.
Seni okulda bekledik.
Seni okulda bekledik.
Öğle yemeği için sandviç aldım. Öğle yemeği için sandviç aldım. Yemeği için sandviç aldım.
Kitap onun hoşuna gitti.
Kitap onun hoşuna gitti. Okay, us bize.
Bize.
100
100.
Am I?
Uyum.
Drank. İçtim.
İçtim.
Meyve.
Meyve. Rezervasyonu dün yaptık.
Rezervasyonu dün yaptık. We made the reservation yesterday. Dün akşam makarna yedim.
Yedim. Onlar
İspanya'ya uçakla
uçakla geldiler.
Uçak. I did not know that uçak was played. So, that's useful. See, this is the thing about my Turkish. I explained this, I think, on a previous stream. But I'm really good at recognizing structures. And so I understand Turkish structures really well. And I have good pronunciation. But I don't have much of a vocabulary at all. So, like, Turkish people, when I talk, I get in trouble because they think I speak Turkish way better than I actually do. And immediately, I'll be like, Türk müsünüz? Memleket nerede? And, they'll come, and, they'll immediately, full speed, because they figure I say that so well that I must really know it really well. And then I have to at some point find a moment to go, Almanca lütfen, İngilizce lütfen, and they're like, oh, and they actually don't, often like don't believe that I'm actually not understanding them. Okay.
Sen nerede doğdun?
Where were you born?
O mavi kanepede oturdu.
He sat mavi kanepede he sat on the mavi. Ah, okay. Mavi also, right. Kanepede oturdu.
Doğdun.
Neden bunu dedin?
Why did you say this?
Polis arabayı durdurdu.
The police stopped the car.
O arabayı durdurdu. O
O
arabayı
durdurdu.
durdurdu.
Otobüs durdu.
The bus stopped. See, when you have durmak, that just means stop. Like you stop to stop moving. Otobüs durdu, the bus stopped. Now, if you say durdurmak, that means to stop someone else, to make something stop. Like if you say otobüsü durdurdu, that means that somebody stopped the bus.
Ailem ve ben bu dili
Ailem ve
anladık.
ben bu dili anladık. My family and I understood this language.
Ona ne dedin biliyorum.
Ona ne dedin biliyorum. I know it, you have told him.
Sen hangi ülkede yaşadın?
Which country did you live in?
Sola mı döndünüz, sağ mı?
Did you turn left or right? You turn left or right. I may be getting those backwards. Bir polis arabası yolun kenarında durdu. A police car has stopped on the side of
Biz
the road.
kahverengi köpeği çok sevdik.
We loved the brown dog very much. Kahverengi, coffee colored. Sí, esta lengua tiene unas cuantas sutilezas porque es una lengua aglutinativa, o que significa que existen muitíssimos sufixos, prefixos, infixos que podem agregar as palavras para cambiar o significado. É muito fascinante. Eu adoro as línguas aglutinativas. Por exemplo, o finlandês, o turco, o coreano, o húngaro. Há muitas línguas assim.
Seni çok iyi anladım.
Seni çok iyi anladım. I understood you very well. Am I? Muyum. Returned döndü.
Döndü.
There onları. Many tane.
Ya.
Ya.
Dedem.
Bu. Köyde.
Köyde.
Köy is village. Okay, you see köy in a lot of Turkish place names, and I had not known what it meant. Sim, é certo. A língua alemã é imenso aglutinativo. o turco o finlandês meio aglutinativa. Bu köyde yaşadı. Yeni arabayı sevdin mi? Oh, and that's good. The reason there's me and mu is because one of the things Turkish has is vowel harmony. And you have to know that, for example, mi goes with vowels like e and e, whereas mu goes with vowels like o and a and u. Mostly. There are exceptions. But for the most part, Turkish is a remarkably consistent language. It's one of the nice things about it. Okay. Hell, why not? We're wagering 5 lingots. I don't know what a lingot is. This is all very new to me. Okay. We're gonna
her şeyi kazandı.
He won everything.
O polisi çağırdı.
She called the police.
O sonunda kazandı.
O sonunda kazandı. O sonunda kazandı.
Telefonu masanın üstüne koydu.
He put the phone on the table.
Kitapları okula taşıdım.
I carried the books to the school. It could also be to school.
Küçük kurbağa, biz sana inandık.
Küçük kurbağa, biz sana inandık. Little, okay, frog, maybe? We believed you. Why are we believing little frogs now? See, but I have to say that's cool that they use like these extremely random ass sentences like this. I feel it makes things more memorable. İnandık.
İnandık.
Sen saat kaçta kalktın?
What time did you wake up?
Çocukları dışarı çıkardık.
We took the children dışarı outside.
Onlar beni aradılar.
They called me.
Yere mir düştün.
Did you fall to the ground? I mean, not to the Kurdish. To the ground.
Düştün. O beni dün gece aradı.
O beni dün gece aradı.
Benim bavulumu Duo taşıdı. Benim bavulumu. Benim bavulumu Duo taşıdı. Duo taşıdı.
Duo carried my suitcase.
Şapkasını çıkardı.
Şapkasını çıkardı. She took off her hat. Shapka. That's Russian for hat too. That's another little coincidence between Russian and Turkish. Like the word for grandfather in Turkish is ded, and in Russian it's djed. Telefonu masanın üstüne koydu. Sen saat kaçta? At how many hours? Kalktın. I've earned 2 lingots. Still don't know what a lingot
Geçen
is.
yıl İspanya'ya gittim.
I went to Spain last year. Yeah, I mean, Russia and Turkey share a border even now, so it would not be surprising. And there are a lot of Turkic-speaking languages directly bordering Russia. That like Azerbaijani is very similar to Turkish. You've got other Turkic languages like Uzbek, Turkmen. I mean, it's right in the name. There are tons of Turkic languages right on the edge of Russia.
İstanbul'un nüfusu arttı.
İstanbul'un nüfus, I think that is an Arabic word. There are lots of Arabic loan words in Turkish. And nafs in Arabic means soul, but it can also be used to mean life or person. So I wouldn't be surprised if in Arabic the word for population is nüfus.
Kız öğrenci sayısı arttı.
Kız öğrenci sayısı arttı. The number of female students increased.
Yaşlı adam evinde öldü.
The old man died in his house. See, one example of this agglutinative quality. Well, there are a couple in this sentence. Okay, so yash means year. Yaşlı, yeah, that l or li sometimes. And it means characterized by having a lot of years, i.e. old. Ev is house. Evi, his or her house. Evinde, in his or her house. You could just sort of pile these things on.
Elbiseyi çok beğendim.
I like the dress a lot. Elbise.
Rezervasyon.
Rezervasyon.
Saatim. Kaçta? Rezervasyon kaçta. Okay. Kaçta can also just be one time. Yeah, Hindi and Urdu Urdu especially, have tons of Arabic loanwords, and Farsi too. Farsi is an Indo-European language, and it's also full of Arabic. I mean, you get Arabic loanwords over a very wide area, like Indonesian and Malay also have a lot of Küçük
Arabic
kedim
loanwords. Küçük kedim oldu. Actually, I said that wrong. I said oldu, which means was, instead of öldü, which means died. My little cat died.
Dün evden ayrıldım.
I left home yesterday.
Şehrin nüfusu azaldı mı?
Did the population of the city decrease? Oh fuck, I left out the word city. Oh, that's silly.
Dün gece saat kaçta yattın?
What time did you go to bed last night?
Akşam yemeği için masayı kurduk.
We set the table for
dinner. Kurduk.
Kurduk.
And it's the only one that it could even potentially be because the we past tense, the third person plural past tense of a verb in Turkish is duk or duk. So it couldn't be musunuz, it couldn't be henüz, it had to be kurduk.
Çocuklarım gerçekten çok değiştiler.
Çocuklarım gerçekten çok değiştiler. My children really changed a lot.
Hasta bütün gün yattı. Bütün. Hasta bütün gün yattı. Hasta bütün gün yattı.
The patient hasta also means sick. Bütün gün yattı.
Neden okuldan bu saatte ayrıldınız?
Neden okuldan bu saatte ayrıldınız? Why did you leave the school at this time? Okay. Soup,
Çorbayı.
Now, that is as a direct object. It would be just the soup is çorba. But when a noun becomes a direct object and it's a definite noun, then you add this y or you or ye. Okay, how? Nasıl?
Nasıl?
Salt. Tuz. Last. Geçen. What if? Ya.
İstanbul çok değişti.
İstanbul çok değişti. Speak, no. Like, I know, I can read Chinese pretty well. Because I know a lot of Chinese characters, particularly from Japanese. But I don't really speak Chinese. But I can kind of get by a little bit. Like, that is one of the languages I successfully completed the placement test in a couple of days ago. Okay, with ile one bir, please, lütfen and
Beğendin.
Rezervasyon kaçta?
Şehrin nüfusu azaldı mı?
Did the population of the city decrease? Oh, they're letting me do that over. That's nice of them. Because I buggered that one up, and I buggered it up just by forgetting to click on city. Okay, we got one more to go in this unit in Turkish.
Benim 3 kedim vardı.
I had 3 cats.
Ben her şeyi unuttum.
I forgot everything.
Seni unuttum.
Seni unuttum.
Arabayı gördü.
She saw the car. Now you'll note, it just says arabayı gördü.
Gördü.
Let's see, there isn't an actual explicit subject there. That's one of the things Turkish does. I mean, like, Portuguese does that too, Spanish does it. The more information is packed into the individual words, the fewer words are actually needed is a pretty common tendency in languages. Oh, fuck, I said she saw me car. She saw me car. Yes, I meant the Duolingo. I did not mean me.
Şemsiyemi sen mi buldun?
Şemsiyemi sen mi buldun? Did you find my umbrella?
Emel gözlüğünü kaybetti.
Emel lost her glasses. Gözlük is glasses. Gözlüğünü, her glasses. Kaybetmek, to lose.
O televizyonda göründü.
He appeared on television. And you'll notice a lot of these words that involve seeing or eyes have good or goose at the beginning of them. That means to see or be seen or eyes. See, I mean, this is one of the things that makes Turkic languages and also like the Finno-Ugric languages, the other agglutinating languages, so much fun to learn and so easy in some ways, because you can pretty much always figure out, even if the word is totally unfamiliar, what it's probably related to, because you have this kind of consistency. Es cansativo ter de falar tantas palavras. Fica melhor suprimi-las quando possível. Sim, é certo. É verdade.
Bu şehir çok gelişti.
Bu şehir çok gelişti. City has developed a lot.
Gelişti.
This is another example. See, this is something they could do. They could make this harder. Because if you understand about the word endings in Turkish, then you know the only one that this could possibly be, even if you don't really remember the word gelişmek for to develop, which you'll notice has gel, like gelmek, which means to come. This is another example of one of these infixes that you can throw in and change the meaning of words and create related meanings and stuff. But it's the only one it could possibly be. Could not be ile, which means with, could not be meyveyi, because it does not have the past tense verb ending.
Yolculuk ne zaman başladı?
When did the trip start? Yolculuk is another cool one. Yol is road. Yolcu is traveler, somebody who is going on the road. Yolculuk, when you add that luk on the end, that means a thing travelers do.
Cep telefonum kayboldu.
My mobile is lost. Başladın. Okay, this is better. This is done better. Because you have unuttun, which is another second person past tense. That means you forgot. And then neden, which means why, is not the same suffix, but it looks kind of similar. So that, I think, is a better constructed set of options.
Televizyonu kim buldu? Televizyonu kim buldu? Televizyon kim buldu?
Who found the television?
Kayboldu. Eteği kaybettim.
Eteği kaybettim. I lost the skirt. His, onun, except hariç. Or yoksa. Literally that means if not. Oy, sekiz, had, vardı. Literally that means there was. Because the way you say to have something is, like if I want to say, I had a car, I say, my car exists. Arabam var. If you say, I don't have a car, it's arabam yok. Which means my car does not exist. So, vardı is not like have, like it isn't to have as an active verb like ter, tener, haben. It is as sort of a roundabout construction, sort of like Slavic languages, a lot of them have, like Russian also has this. U меня есть машина. There is a car with me. У меня нет машины. There is no car with me, but that means I have a car, I don't have a car. Okay, saw, gördü. See, there you go, with the seeing and eyes, goes at the beginning of the word, anything to do with that. Are you musun? Child,
çocuk,
tea, chai.
Çay.
Hot, sıcak.
sıcak. Arabayı gördü.
She saw the car. Okay. The time has come. Yeah. Yeah. Engenhosidade. Sì, è certo. No inglês, engenhosidade é ingenuity. Vou escrever no chat. Okay, time to select a new language. Okay. What shall we do? What shall we do? Got so many choices here. So, Turkish. We did finish Welsh and Vietnamese yesterday. Irish, Greek, Arabic, Chinese, Hungarian, or Hindi are the ones that I'm considering right now. Screw it. Let's do Chinese for now. Done. Okay, Chinese time. Now, Chinese I would have actually ended up doing better on in the placement test, but I kept on messing up the English. I kept forgetting the word is, and they marked me off for that. Even though it was obvious that I knew what the thing meant.
Go.
Gao means high.
很
Hun. I've heard, yes, supposedly is an important word that, yeah, I've heard about piraha, but the thing about universal grammar is that one language can't actually refute it. Because the whole idea of universal grammar is that there are certain things having their origin in the way the human brain processes language that all languages are going to share. Now, one language can cast doubt on a particular one of these universals. Like, I mean, and I don't know enough about the Piraha language to know exactly, to be able to speak too detailed about that. But you could refute, one language can refute one of these universals that have been posited. But it can't actually refute the idea that universals exist. That would take a much more robust refutation. And the thing to remember about this sort of theory is one of the big things about it is an angle for research. So you say, okay, there are probably going to be commonalities in structures that all languages have, and this would result from the way that the human brain processes language. It's, part of our biological heritage, or whatever. And using that, you can then ask all sorts of interesting questions about how languages work. The correct character, okay.
Go. 我很高兴
I am happy. 很
很
very.
张明很高兴。
Jiang Ming is happy. 叫
叫
叫高高
高
好
好
白
白
很
很
de nada.
你很高兴。
Eu agradeço pela oportunidade de falar dessas coisas. 你很高兴 You are happy.
李华很高兴，你呢？
李
华
很高兴你呢？李华 is happy. What about you?
我很高兴，你呢？
I am happy. What about you? 我圆
圆
九
九
nine 很 very
很
高
高
高 Perfect. See, it helps. One of the reasons that, despite not really speaking Chinese, that I have a lot of vocabulary in it, is that there is what's called the sinosphere. This is what linguists call the languages that are heavily influenced by Chinese, have huge numbers of Chinese loanwords. That's Korean, Japanese, and Vietnamese. And the thing about these languages is that there are fairly consistent phonetic shift patterns between how Chinese loanwords are pronounced in one of them and how they're pronounced in another. And if you know those, you can often transfer your vocabulary, or you can at least guess at the pronunciation.
也
Yeah, also.
认
Run, which can be to like recognize or recognition. Run.
认识
Sure.
你认识李华
You know Li Hua. Sure.
识
你也认识李华？
你也认识李华 You also know Li Hua. Yeah,
也
also. Sure.
识
高
高
很
很
Yeah.
也
Run.
认我也认识张明
I also know Jiang Ming. 很
很
高
高
Yeah.
也
Run.
认
识
识
你很高兴，我也很高兴。
You are happy. I am also happy.
我认识张明。
我
认
认
识
识
张
张明。
明。
你也
也
认识
认识
李华。
李华
李华 I have trouble with tones. 我也
也
认识
认识
张明。
张明。
张明。 Perfeito. Ah, sim. Bem, o chinês tem a vantagem que a gramática é muito fácil em comparação com o japonês, o coreano, mas existe a dificuldade que há idiomas simplificados e tradicionais. Isso faz um pouco mais difícil. Food one.
饭
Fun.
面
Mian. Face and noodles. This is a simplification because the actual traditional character for noodles is really complicated. Fun.
饭鱼
You. Fish.
吃
Chi. Eat. You.
鱼
You. Well, this is a little bit easy. I don't even need to look at the character because they got the bloody pictures there. Fun. Fun. Mian.
面
我吃饭。
I eat. Although it can also mean I eat rice. Chia fan is also just the way you say to just eat in general. So I'm guessing you can say both eat and eat rice, and it's a correct answer for this.
张宁吃面，我也吃面。
Because, I mean, one thing that pretty much all of these Sinosphere languages also have in common is that the word for just food in general is a word for rice. Like, for example, in Japanese, gohan or meshi just means like cooked rice. Or in Korean, pap mokta, literally to eat rice, means just to eat generally. And same thing in Vietnamese where it's ăn cơm, and ăn is to eat, and cơm is also just a word for rice. Jiang Ming Chia Mian. 我也吃面. Jiang Ming eats noodles. I also eat noodles. We all eat noodles. Chi.
No.
Oh no,
No.
fuck, that's the wrong one.
吃
Yes. You.
鱼
Mia.
面
Mia. Fan.
饭
Chi.
吃
Wang. King.
王
I like rice when it's combined with the right things. Plain rice alone, not so much.
张
Jiang Ming.
明
Che
吃
Mian.
面。
Wo.
我
Yeah.
也
Che. You.
鱼
You.
不
Ooh. No or not.
茶
Cha. Tea. Boo.
不水
Shui. Water.
喝
He. To drink. Cha.
茶
Cha. Shui.
水、
He. He.
我喝水，你喝什么？
I drink water. What do you drink? Literally, you drink what? 什么 means what? Chinese grammar, I
我
mean,
也
the
不
nice...
吃面。
It's very straightforward. 我也不吃面. I also don't eat noodles. 水
水
水
水
不
不
喝
喝
吃
吃
茶
茶
Okay, let's make this a bit harder. Go on. 我也喝水
喝水。
喝水我也不喝茶。
茶。
Oh, cool. Yeah, I heard there was a large Japanese community in Brazil. Okay. Time to switch languages. So we've done Chinese and Turkish today. What shall we speed run next? Okay. Any particular preferences? What was I just accidentally doing the Indiana Jones theme there? I think I might have been. Okay. I think we're gonna do Hindi. Start. Mez.
मेज सड़क
Sarak. Sarak.
तुम दौड़ते हो
You run.
वे कुत्ते चलते हैं
वे कुत्ते चलते हैं. His dogs walk. Oh no, not his. Those dogs walk. No, I don't have anything crypto. I do have a PayPal. Oh, bollocks. Yes, yeah, that's what I meant to say, Duolingo. Just click the wrong thing.
कुत्ता दौड़ता है
The dog runs. Yes, they often do.
उसका घोड़ा मेज पर है
His घोड़ा is on the table. बच्चा मेज पर नहीं है. The child is not on the table.
वो सड़क पर दौड़ती है
वो सड़क पर दौड़ती है. She runs on the road.
मैं सड़क पर चलता हूँ मैं
सड़क
सड़क
पर
पर
चलता हूँ.
हूँ एक मेज
A table. ये लड़की चलती है. This girl is walking.
बिल्ली मेज पर है
The Billy cat is on the table. Oh my god.
वे कुत्ते चलते हैं
वे कुत्ते चलते हैं. Those dogs walk.
ड्रम
Dum. Kursi. Kursi is an Arabic loanword.
कुर्सी आक
Ark.
मैं बैठा हूँ
मैं बैठा हूँ.
तू
I am
खड़ा है.
sitting. You are standing.
अर्ज
Arz.
अर्ज
मैं नदी में हूँ
मैं नदी में हूँ. I am in the river. Nadi.
हाथी
river.
तैरता है
हाथी तैरता है. हाथी is elephant.
आक आक
Arz.
अर्ज वे नदी में तैरते हैं
वे
वे
नदी
नदी वे नदी में तैरते हैं
में
में
तैरते
तैरते
हैं.
हैं
They swim in the river.
आक रम टी ऊ थ इड़
एक कुर्सी और एक मेज
A chair and and a table. राज कुर्सी पर खड़ा है. Raj is standing on the chair. Make it a bit harder. Go on with it. नदी
नदी
में
में
तैरते हैं.
हैं
Well, yes. See, yeah, it can be. You can leave that out though, because हैं and तैरता है already indicates that it is plural. So you can say it that way too. But I mean, yes, वे makes it more specific because वे means they or those. मैं
मैं
बैठा
बैठा
हूँ
हूँ
बैठा हूँ वे
वे
नदी
में
में तैरते
तैरते
हैं
हैं
जूलिया दौड़ रही है
Julia is running दौड़
मेरी माँ तैर रही है
मेरी माँ तैर रही है swimming
तुम्हारी बहन तैर रही है तुम्हारी तुम्हारी बहन तैर रही है बहन
तैर
रही
रही
है
Your sister is swimming.
मैं जा रही हूँ
I am going.
मेरी दादी नहीं आ रही हैं
My grandmother is not coming.
मेरी दादी चल रही हैं
My grandmother is walking.
वो खड़ी नहीं है
She is not standing. ये औरत खड़ी है. This woman is standing.
मेरी माँ कुर्सी पर बैठी हैं
मेरी माँ कुर्सी पर बैठी है. My mother is sitting on the chair.
मेरी माँ जा रही है
मेरी माँ जा रही है. Is going. My mother is going.
वह लड़की तैर रही है
वो लड़की तैर रही है. That girl is swimming.
तुम्हारी बहन दौड़ रही है
Your sister is running.
वह लड़की आ रही है
That girl is coming.
वह लड़की दौड़ रही है
Sorry. वो लड़की दौड़ रही है. That girl is running.
वह लड़की चल रही है
That girl is walking. Let's make this a bit harder. Bring it on. मेरी
मेरी दादी
सड़क
सड़क
पर
पर
बैठी
बैठी
है.
हैं
मेरी
मेरी
दादी
दादी
चल रही
रही
है.
है
3 of 7.
मेरा भाई तैर रहा है
My brother is swimming.
राज दौड़ रहा है
Raj is running. Yeah, Hindi is an Indo-European language. It is related to English and Portuguese, albeit distantly. And occasionally you notice that. Occasionally there are little things like the word for better is behtar, which is also the word for better in Farsi.
वो जा रहा है
They're very closely related, Farsi and Hindi. ये वो जा रही है, रहा है. He is going.
वो चल रहा है
He is walking.
मैं आज जा रहा हूँ
I am going today.
वह आज आ रहा है
He is coming today.
मेरा भाई आज आ रहा है
मेरा भाई
मेरा भाई
आज आ
रहा
रहा है.
है
My brother is coming today. Yeah, I mean it's just geographically a huge family. I mean, it goes, all the way from like Ireland to Nepal. I mean, it's kind of amazing.
वो नहीं तैर रहा है.
वो नहीं तैर रहा है. He is not swimming.
मैं तैर रहा हूँ.
I am swimming.
वो दौड़ रहा है.
He is running.
मेरा भाई नहीं जा रहा है.
My brother, मेरा भाई, is not going.
वो बच्चा दौड़ रहा है.
That child is running.
मेरा भाई चल रहा है.
My brother is walking.
मैं आज चल रहा हूँ.
I am walking today. I mean, walking today.
हम तैर रहे हैं.
We are swimming.
हम आ रहे हैं.
We are coming.
मेरे पिता घर आ रहे हैं. मेरे पिता घर आ रहे हैं. पिता. घर
घर
आ
आ
रहे
रहे हैं.
हैं.
My father's coming home.
हम दौड़ रहे हैं.
We are running.
वे जा रहे हैं.
They are going.
तुम बैठे हो.
You are sitting.
लड़के खड़े हैं.
The boys are standing.
मेरे पिता नहीं चल रहे हैं.
My father is not walking.
बच्चे दौड़ रहे हैं.
The children are running.
हम आज नहीं तैर रहे हैं.
We are not swimming today.
हम आज नहीं जा रहे.
We are not are not going today.
मेरे दादा आज दौड़ रहे हैं.
My grandfather is running today. Five of 7.
बच्चे खेल रहे हैं.
The children are playing. Oh, not that children, bollocks. The children are playing.
वो देख रही है.
वो देख रही है. She is seeing.
वह मेरे साथ खेल रहा है.
He is playing with me.
तुम क्या देख रहे हो?
What are you watching?
कौन देखता है?
Who sees?
घोड़ा देख रहा है.
The horse is looking.
वो क्या खेलती है?
What does she play? Now, in Hindi, and this is true of a lot of the Indo-Aryan group of the Indo-European languages, also like Farsi, for example, or Marathi, or Gujarati, and the rest, they don't have gendered pronouns. So, wo is both that and he and she. The way you know it's she here is kelti hai. See, the T is feminine ending. If it's wo kya khelta hai, then it's what is he playing. Peter खेलता है. Peter's playing a game. Or plays
मैं एक
games.
खेल खेल रही हूँ.
I am playing a game.
हम खेल नहीं देखते हैं.
हम do not watch games. Or the game can also be.
यह एक खेल है.
ये
यह
एक खेल है. This
है.
is a game. Or it is a game. वो औरत देखती है. That woman is looking or seeing. लड़के खेलते हैं. Perfect. Okay, 6 of 7. कोई बात नहीं.
मेरे पास 2 बिल्लियां हैं.
I have 2 cats. This is another language that does not have an active to have verb. मेरे पास है means it is on me. So मेरे पास 2 बिल्लियां हैं means I have 2 cats, but it literally means 2 cats are on me. And if you have cats, you know this is not far from the truth very often.
तुम क्या कर रही हो?
What are you doing?
वो क्या करता है?
What is he doing? What does he do?
हम काम कर रहे हैं.
We am working. We are working.
मैं काम कर रहा हूँ.
मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. I am working.
जूलिया काम करती है.
Julia काम करती है. Julia works. It can also be is working. It works, but like literally what this means is karta hai, karti hai is doing. But in the present tense in Hindi, often they will say is doing, is being, or whatever in Hindi. In situations where in English or in Portuguese, in Spanish or whatever, we would just say I do. So karti hai can mean is doing, or it can mean does.
वे क्या करते हैं? वे क्या करते हैं?
What
वे
are they doing? क्या
क्या
करते
करते
हैं?
हैं?
Or what do they do?
आपके दोस्त के पास 3 सेब हैं.
Bollocks, no. Your friend has 3 apples. There are 3 apples on your friend. Okay. My next achievement is apparently 4,000 XP. My all-time achievement is 3182 XP, and it's worth noting for anyone who's watching this just now and hasn't seen the previous ones. I wasn't doing. I had not done anything at all with Duolingo until like 2 days ago. When I say speedrun, I mean speedrun. Okay, and with that, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I will be back shortly, and we will choose a new language then. So, just keep an eye on the channel. I'm just going to need to stretch my legs and a few other things, and then I will be back.